Well, we're staying in Milwaukee for our latest hometowns visit. Check for the reports from our Mike Strelo here on CBS 58 throughout the entire day. Executive Director of the King Business Improvement District, Ray Hill, joins us now for a preview. Good morning. Thanks for joining us so bright and early.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So tell me in your own words, what do you love so much about the Bronzeville neighborhood?
Well, I love Bronzeville because it's so historically connected. So it has a long history of the African American diaspora. It was the social economic hub back in the early 1900s through the 1960s. And so every time you're in that area, you kind of feel that energy of historical character. And so it's just one of the most invigorating places in the city of Milwaukee.
Yes, absolutely. Well said. So if someone hasn't paid a visit yet, maybe they just moved to the Milwaukee area, where would you suggest they go? What would be the first stop?
America's Black Holocaust Museum. If you like history, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about Milwaukee specifically, I think that's a really great place to start. The other place, I would probably have lunch at Pepperpot or Mikasa Sioux Cafe.
Absolutely. And like you said, it's such a historical place for so many people, and there are so many things there that you guys offer. Can you tell us really what this would mean to you if people came out there this week, even just to see what you're mentioning right now? Stop and learn at the Black Holocaust Museum, grab a bite to eat. What would that mean to you?
You know, it's really important that everyone gets a chance to experience the diverse culture that's happening right here in our city. And it's an opportunity for everyone to also learn about the history, but also experience the present. And so Bronzeville is a district, it's not a neighborhood, but it's around some really important neighborhoods. And so that's one of the ways we can elevate and bring people together right along MLK Drive.
And I think the hope as well is to get people from outside of Wisconsin to pay you a visit as well, to kind of get that tourism going and get excited, because I know the Holocaust Museum brings in visitors from everywhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We were also featured as one of the 52 places for a changed world by the New York Times. We just have a great variety of businesses, attractions, and things to do in the area. So check us out.
Endless opportunities, Ray. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to having Mike out there all day today. And thank you so much for your help with the visit.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, Amanda. We're enjoying our visit to Bronzeville today. We've already stopped at America's Black Holocaust Museum and G's Clippers, a barber shop that used to call this space home, but then they moved across the street to a bigger building. Opportunity knocked. And Dwight Jackson here, executive chef and owner of Pepperpot, Jamaican Cuisine, answered. Good to see you, Dwight.
Thank you.
Tell me, why has Bronzeville been a good fit for your second restaurant here in the Milwaukee area?
Bronzeville is a district that is very up and coming in the city. And when the opportunity came from G's, I just had to jump on it because the space and how close we are to downtown, and just the things happening around the neighborhood, it was just no-brainer for us to choose.
Being located on King Drive is really a nod to your father, who, back when King was assassinated, your dad was in Jamaica and certainly made his feelings known.
Yes, because at the time, he did a demonstration, he led a demonstration for, because of the history of racism at the time, and in Jamaica that was something that was prevalent also. So you feel like that's where you could put his mark.
As we look at some of the images from your homeland here, describe the essence of Jamaican cuisine.
Jamaican cuisine are one of the most beautiful and tasty and fun to do for me. Where we live, we have jerk chicken, and I came up with the idea that jerk egg roll is something that will work. And so we had jerk egg rolls. We do a lot more. We do jerk chicken, curry chicken, oxtails. A lot of people love oxtails. We do our own beef patty in-house. We just started to do our spring menu, our fall, and we add our soup to our menu, so that is going to be fantastic.
That looks like some great autumn comfort food. And you're not going to find this anywhere else, are you?
You will find it, but it's not going to be original. It's not going to be the original. So this is
brought some recipes back from Jamaica, where
my grandmother initiated. My grandmother started this whole thing, because she just like, yo, you got to learn to do things on your own. And what she does on Sundays, she'll send me home to start preparing the dinner.
All right.
And here it is.
Dwight Jackson, thanks so much. Pepperpot. Jamaican cuisine. Well, coming up this afternoon at 4, we're going to be just going around the corner. Going to be talking to a couple of women who started with a pop-up business, and it became permanent. And we're going to go across the street to a place you might say harkens back to the days of Happy Days, Cunningham's hardware store, if you remember that. They've got just about any part you can imagine. So stay with us as we explore Milwaukee's Bronzeville Entertainment District, this wonderful neighborhood that is really seeing a renaissance here on 58 Hometowns. We'll have updates online as well and on social media. But for now, I'm Mike Strelo in Bronzeville. Back to you, Amanda.
Yes, Bronzeville has a lot to offer. Thank you so much, Mike. Can't wait to see all of the places that you've been today. All right.
Far, we've made stops at America's Black Holocaust Museum, G's Clippers, and Pepperpot Jamaican Restaurant. How many times have you heard someone say, if I only had a chance, I know I can succeed? Well, that was the mindset of Tiffany Miller here and Lilo Adams when they opened Bronzeville Collective. And ladies, you went from pop-up to permanent in a short amount of time.
Yeah, it took just 1 month for us to launch our program, and we raised over $20,000 for local creatives, and now we're in the space permanently. People see the vision.
Yeah, talk about those local creatives and the items that you have here, Tiffany.
We have over 30 Black, Brown, Queer, and ally-owned artists, jewelry makers, soap makers, bath and body products. It's a beautiful space.
And you're on the corner of Velar Phillips and North. You must be so excited about what's happening in Bronzeville.
Yeah, we're excited for the additions of the Bronzeville Center for the Arts and Pepperpot, especially as a local Jamaican. We're just excited for all the changes happening in the community.
Yeah, right across the street as well at the America's Black Holocaust Museum expansion there.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what that programming looks like. I think the museum is a staple for the community. I'm excited to see what all happens.
Well, we wish you the best of luck moving forward here at the Bronzeville Collective. They'll be observing their 4th anniversary here on October 4th, a golden anniversary, coming up at 4:30. And we hope you'll join us when we stop at another shop here in Bronzeville. It's been around for 65 years. For now, I'm Mike Strelo for 58 Hometowns. Back to you in the studio. It must have been about 15 years ago. I was about to give up my search for a hard-to-find plumbing fixture when someone at another hardware store said, "Have you tried Crown?" That's when I made my way here to 2016 North Martin Luther King Drive and had my first meeting here with Jack Edelstein, co-owner of Crown Plumbing and Hardware Supply. Good to see you again, Jack.
Yeah, nice seeing you.
You
Thank
know,
you.
You have been here for 65 years. Why have you decided to stay in Bronzeville?
Well, we find it's a great neighborhood, particularly for our business, because we specialize in hard-to-find items, older items, teaching people how to do it. We have a motto here: we give you what you need, not what you ask for. And this neighborhood lends itself to that need. Also, it's centrally located. We're off freeways. I mean, we serve a 5-county area, so we're right off the freeway. We're from downtown, so it's a great location.
And all the parts. I mean, thousands and thousands of parts. That's why you were able to find that little stem I needed.
We have 13,000 items, but the main thing is that we have experience, people over 100 years of combined experience, so that we know when you bring in that part what it is. Instead of sending it down an aisle and you try to figure it out.
It is a classic neighborhood hardware store, sort of like, you know, the Cunningham's hardware store on Happy Days in the 1950s.
Right, but we draw from the whole 4-county area, so we're kind of a destination retailer. We're known by the bid as a destination retailer. We draw people here so they can see what else is going on in the neighborhood.
And I can see why. Jack, good to see you again.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks so much. Coming up at 5 o'clock, we're going to talk to some other pillars of the Bronzeville district. G's Clippers, America's Black Holocaust Museum. We're also going to pay a visit to an upstart restaurant with a Jamaican appeal. So we hope to see you then for 58 Hometowns here in Bronzeville. I'm Mike Strelo.
A vibrant part of Milwaukee's African-American history is being reborn right before our eyes. We're talking about the historic Bronzeville neighborhood.
And Mike Strelo shows us some of the business and cultural attractions you'll find in today's 58 hometown, Bronzeville.
Up and down Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive between State and North are comeback stories and signs of renewal in a district that was the heart of black business and culture in the early to mid-1900s. Welcome to Bronzeville.
As we see the reemergence of Bronzeville as a whole and all the redevelopment and reimagining that's happening, the goal is to get it back like this. My name is Chantel McKenzie. I have the honor and privilege of serving as the Chief Operating Officer here at America's Black Holocaust Museum, which reemerged February 25th of this year. The experience is one that holds true to the original experience that Dr. Cameron, our founder, wanted individuals to experience when they came in, of this being a place that educates, reconciles, and remembers America's history through the prism of the African American experience.
This is Dwight Jackson, the owner of Pepperpot and MLK. We specialize in Jamaican food, so you have a lot of jerk chicken, curry chicken, oxtails. Bronzeville is one of the most up-and-coming community in the city. And I wanted to be as close as possible to downtown without being downtown. So Bronzeville was the total fit for us.
Seeing these changes that are happening up and down this drive, it is awesome to see. My name is Richard Armstead. I'm manager of G's Clippers. It's not just the haircut, you know.
Health and wellness.
Yeah, and every way you can think about health and wellness too, right? What we're most skilled at, our individual selves, is making them look nice when they look in the mirror, you know. Get a smile on their face sometimes.
Want more proof Bronzeville is back? It made this year's New York Times prestigious list of 52 places to visit for a changed world. The Times wrote, Milwaukee's Bronzeville district is again distinguishing itself as the center of African American culture. Locals here couldn't agree more. For 58 Hometowns in Bronzeville, I'm Mike Strela.